How's it going, guys? This is Twister, and today I'm bringing you a brand new video, and today we're going to be discussing the Hydra Jet, which was added in the latest Heist DLC. I'm going to be discussing whether it is actually worth its $3 million price tag, which is a huge price to pay for any vehicle, and it makes it pretty much the most expensive vehicle in the whole of GT Online. And like I said, it was pretty hyped up with a lot of information and leaks as to when we were going to be getting this vehicle. But now it's in the game and it's priced at $3 million. We're going to be discussing whether it's actually worth that $3 million. So let's first get into the positives. The main one being it comes with two flight modes, the hover mode and the jet mode, which it pretty much fills the gap between being a normal jet in its flight mode and then also being kind of like a helicopter when you're using it in hover mode, which is pretty cool. The hover mode is really fun to do. If you're really good at managing the speed of the hover mode and controlling it, it's really fun. You can have a friend, or as many friends as you want pretty much, stand on top of the jet and you can fly them around while in hover mode. You can even get small vehicles, I guess, like quad bikes and bikes on the jet while you're flying around in hover mode, and that opens up a lot of creativity for crazy stunts and stuff. If you've got a bike or a couple bikes and you can fly and you can do some crazy stunts from Hydra to Hydra, that would be really cool if you guys do stunt montages. That's definitely great for you guys. Like I said, opens up a lot of creativity for doing different stunts. Also, another thing, as you can see here, the cannons go to absolutely work. The cannons were already pretty good on the normal jet, but for some reason they just feel a lot stronger and more powerful in the Hydra. I'm not sure if that's actually a thing, whether it's just a placebo effect or whatever, because there's no real hard facts, or I haven't got any hard facts to say the damage or explosion radius of the cannons, but they do feel a lot more powerful. Also, another cool thing, when you're flying it in hover mode, you can pretty much land it anywhere, just like a helicopter. You can pretty much land it on any building or whatever, and basically do some rooftop to rooftop sniping down on unsuspecting enemies below, which is definitely something cool. And also, it's just fun just to be that typical douchebag flying around in the jet and just raining fire down on everyone, whether it be with the rockets or the cannons, pretty much just killing everything, and even just blowing up all the vehicles on like the different motorways, which is especially fun to do in hover mode, because you can actually maintain altitude whilst looking at the roads below, which is definitely a cool thing. However, let's get into some of the negatives, and it's the main thing with pretty much any Pegasus vehicle, is they don't really have any point to them. I would really recommend anyone, if they've got money, if they've got a few million to spend, I would really recommend spending that money on cars, because cars are kind of like the main thing to buy in this game, because obviously you can use them in races, whereas the Pegasus vehicles, they don't really have much purpose other than just to drive them around in free mode and just mess about with them. That's kind of like their only thing, and because of that reason, my Pegasus vehicles don't get used that much at all, especially the Hydra only being a one person. It's probably a lot more beneficial to get one of the helicopters, the new helicopters, where you can have a few friends in there and rain fire on other enemies with the miniguns and stuff, like on the Valkyrie, which would be pretty cool. So that's kind of like the main thing, spending $3 million on a Pegasus vehicle, which you're probably not going to use that much as in comparison to a full 10-car garage of vehicles that you've got the opportunity to use them all in races. I think that's the main downside of Pegasus vehicles themselves. I think it's a lot more beneficial to spend them on personal vehicles such as cars and stuff, which is probably what I would recommend to you guys, because like I said, I only bought the Hydra bit for $3 million because I had $15 million from actually doing the actual Criminal Mastermind bonus challenge. And also, another thing to mention, there's also the possibility of flying into objects that don't even appear on your screen. Yeah, watch out for that one, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy the video. Hopefully you have come to a decision whether you think, obviously, the Hydra is worth the money. And that being said, I'll hopefully see you all in my next video. Let me know in the comments if you think it's worth $3 million, if you've bought it, if you like it, if you don't like it. And that being said, I'll hopefully see you all in my next video. See you later, guys.